Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Code with Abapper. In today's lecture, we will create a function module, and on top of the function module, we will create a web service, SOAP based web service. So let's get into the system and create the function module. So first, we will create the function group in SEAT, that is Object Navigator. So we'll go to SEAT, we'll provide a package name. I'll say gpckg underscore web underscore service. Okay, it's already existing. I'll say web serve and I'll press enter. I'll say yes. I'll give the short description, package for ABAP objects. I click continue. I'll create a new tr for ABAP objects. I'll save this. New tr will be generated. I'll save my all of the creating objects into the same tr. Now our package is created. Once the package is created, you have to select the package, right click, click on create in function group. Provide the function group name. I'll say g underscore fg underscore web service. I'll say continue. Say okay. You have to provide the mandatory description. I'll say function group for web service. Click on the save button. We'll use the same package. Click on the save. Provide the same tr. And yeah, we're done with creating the function group. Now we'll select the function group, right click, and we'll say activate. It will ask to activate the dependent objects in the function group. Just click on continue. The function group is activated. To see whether the function group is activated or not, just double click on the function group. You can see the status as activated. Go back. Now you can create the function module here itself by right clicking on the function group, and you'll say create, go to the function module. There you can create the function module here in itself in the object navigator. But I feel more comfortable in creating the object group, function group, function module in the SE37 function builder. So I'll go to SE37 function builder. Okay, so there I'll provide a function module z underscore sales underscore get underscore data. Okay, I hope no function module is existing with the same name. Yeah, no function module exists. I'll say create. I provide the function group name z underscore fg underscore web service. This is the same function group. Provide the short description, get sales orders data. Click on the save button, continue. Yeah, so we have the function module created. Now when we are going to create a function module, that is being that the plan is that we are going to use this function module to create web service. The function module has to be a remote enabled function module. Okay, so we'll make it remote enabled later, but before that we'll provide the import and export parameters. So the idea is that our function module will take sales order number as an input parameter and provide the sales header data and all of the items detail in the export parameter. So first let me provide an input parameter. I'll say I underscore VBLN. I stands for input. Type you can provide any name there. In the associated type I will say VBAK-VBELN and press enter. So this is the sales document number. Now I'll make this as a mandatory parameter. So I'll uncheck this optional field. I'll not check it, and Whenever we are going to create a remote enabled function module, always and always the import and export parameters both should be passed by value. It will never be passed by reference when you are creating a remote enabled function module. So it's always passed by value. So I'll click check this. Then I'll go to the export parameter, and now in the associated type, okay, so before going to the export parameter, I'll go to SE11. There I have created a structure ZWS underscore S underscore sales underscore detail. If you display it, you can see the structure. I provided sales order number, uh, date on which it was created time, and then created by. So this is the sales header data. In the items data, you can see a table type here. So eventually this structure becomes a deep structure. So if you double click on the table type, you can see a structure there. You can create the table type in S11. And if you double click on this structure, you will find there item number, material number, and material group. So yeah, so this is the structure that I've already created. I'll use this structure as a reference to create the export parameter in the function module. Okay, so let's go back to, I'll copy this and go back to my export parameter in the function module. There I'll provide a name to the export parameter. I'll say e underscore data. It stands for export. Okay, sorry, data. I'll say type, and the associated type is this. Now for export parameter as well, you have to select it as pass by value, as our function module is remote enabled. So I'll check this, I'll press enter. Now I'll go to attributes and select this radio button, remote enabled module. So I'll say remote enabled module, and after that I'll save it, and I'll go to the source code section. Now in the source code section, we have to write the logic, the business logic that we want to fetch the data. So I'll say data IT sales, or I'll say just items type. Okay, what was the table type name? And we go to the structure. I'll copy this thing because this is the on the table type name. Copy it and paste it. So okay, this is not copied. Now here, paste it. So this is the internal table of type ZTT sales items. You should double click it. Go here, you will see the structure. Now go back. Now I'll say if I underscore VBLN is not initial, then I'll say select single. What fields do we want from the header data? VBLN, ERDAT, ERCDT, ERNAM from VBAK into corresponding fields of E underscore data where VBLN equals to I underscore VBLN. So we'll get the sales header data. Now I'll say if size sub RC equals to 0, if size sub RC equals to 0, then I'll fetch the sales items data. I'll say select POSNR, MATNR, MATKL from VBAP into table IT underscore items where VBLN equals to I underscore VBLN. Okay, so if size sub RC equals 0, in the eData structure, if you go to the structure, since eData is a deep structure, if you go to S11 and you see, and the items field here in the structure ZWS underscore S underscore sales detail, the items field is a table type. So basically it's an internal table. So items you can treat it as an internal table. So I bind this items field with the IT underscore items internal table. So yeah, so here we complete it. I'll say end if. For this also I'll say end if. For the first if I'll say end if. I remove the extra spaces here. Okay, I'll say pretty print. I'll say save. I'll check for the syntax, no errors. I'll activate this. Okay, go out of the change mode. So yeah, so we are done with creating the function module, and it's a remote enabled function module. Import parameters is sales order number, and it is always pass by value and mandatory. And in the export parameter we have a deep structure CWS underscore sales, which has the header fields and the items details of type internal table. Now this is also pass by value. Now we go to the source code. We'll test this function module. Click on test. We'll provide the sales order number, any number which is in your system. So let me go into the system and find some. I'll go to SE16. I'll say VBAK. Give any number to 7. Okay, so this is a sales orders number. I'll copy this. I'll go here, provide this here, and click on execute. So no errors. Did we get any data here? Yeah. So we have the data, sales orders number, date, time created by, and we have 10 entries in the items. Okay, so we have all the item data, material number, but we have not got any MATCL. Okay, so let me try with some other value. I'll say here 1. Click on execute. Go here. Okay, so we have 4 entries here. I'll go here. Yeah, we are getting the MATCL values. It might be possible that for that sales order number we don't have any material group. So we'll go back. So our function module is working fine. Now the next step is we'll create the web service on top of this function module. This function module is going to be the endpoint of that web service. To create the web service, we'll go to utilities, click on more utilities, create web service from the function module. So currently what we are going to do is we'll discuss this creation of web service on top of the function module in the next lecture. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.